Thank you. The next question was up here, and then we go to the panel.
Köszönöm szépen. Nagy részt az előttem szóló elmondta, amit én is gondolok, de egy mondattal kiegészíteném, ami arról szól, hogy a Kárpátokban legelő, gyógynövényeket legelő teheneket a gazdáikkal együtt, az ősi tudásukkal együtt védjük meg. Köszönöm szépen.
Okay, thank you. Now, Anspan.
So, everyone is free to change his tractor by a horse. I know a lot of farmers and I know a lot of more workers, but I don't know how many workers or farmers who want to change their tractor by a horse. I know a lot of farmers and especially a lot of workers who want to change a horse by a tractor, or the tractor by a better tractor, by a bigger one with a boom boom, and this is maybe only my reality, but I can tell you this is the reality of the people who are working in agriculture. And everyone is free to go to work with horses. That is good. That is wonderful. And this is a model how to change the lifestyle of humankind. But is this the answer for the problems we have today? I'm not sure about it. I know that we have maybe other questions. I will give you an example. Today, in this week, the Commission is working on a directive to develop so-called biogas installations for agriculture. I'm strictly against this name. My colleague highlighted it because I have an ecological farmer who is now asking me what I'm producing, biological biogas, or what I'm doing. So, but the Commission say we only want to develop installations from bigger than 2 megawatt. That means the agriculture is losing the ownership on biogas production. That means all the small installations we have, who really are support for the farm, support for the local situation, for the neighbor, for the village and so on, they are out of the business in future. This is the questions we have today. This is why we are fighting against the concentration on organic production, on energy production in European agriculture, which is not a part of the solution. The part of the solution is that the society say, we are giving money to the agriculture because they have a lot of potential in energy production, so please let them do it. This is what we want to have. That means we want to produce this energy as a part of agriculture. We want to use it, give it to our neighbors, want to develop innovative instruments and things like this. And now the politicians are working to destroy this kind of future. Second point, wind energy. If we are not able to combine education in agriculture with the future use of installations of wind energy, then we give only the land to others who are using these installations. That means we are losing the ownership of the wind on our fields. This is not in our interest. We have to find answers for this. That really means if we speak about energy production and agriculture, then we have also to speak about ownership. And last sentence, and maybe it's not very familiar today in Hungary, but for us as Europeans, we have to see that land is a kind of capital. That land is a kind of capital, and they use it. If we don't use the land, then the others are coming. It doesn't matter if they are from Netherlands, from Germany, from China, or wherever they are coming from, and they are taking over the ownership on this. only answer is what we can give in our situation is to use this land, to speak with the politicians, to get the right framework conditions we need for develop a sustainable agriculture. That's the only possible we have if we want to be part of the future and part of the solution. Thank you.
Thank you. So as there were a number of questions raised to the panel, I would give also the other panelists the opportunity, or which they were not directly addressed, but they relate to issues raised from the panel. So the first one would be Andrea, and then we would go to Susanna.
Well, I think that organic farming has always answered to consumers' demand. What is very important that what is the interest of an organic farmer usually is the interest of the citizen, of the consumer. It's not two things that are different, are exactly the same thing. And this is very important. So first of all, they ask us, we don't want any more food produced with pesticides and chemical fertilizer, and we did it. Second, they ask, we don't want any GMOs in our production, and we did it. It is clear that the next question will be, the next question will be, you don't have to produce with oil. So this is the next frontier. How we do that? It will be our next 20 years' work, maybe. But this is what we have to do. We have to produce without oil. This is clear, because this is what... I don't think that the problem of energy has to be seen as separate from the rest. First of all, we have to look on our farms, we have to look on our multifunctionality, our crop rotation, all those things, and in those things there is the problem of energy. And in that sense, we have to set up a model where oil is not any more central. So this is the real, and I think that we have the answer in that sense. We have the answer because we have the idea that we can do that. And now we have to go on with research, because it is clear that we have to be, in that sense, more ecological efficient. This is clear. We can put some solar panel over our warehouses. We can have some micro wind energy, water. There are thousands of things that we can do. And the problem is, we have political support for that or not? Because this is the main question. Because I don't think that in this moment the European Commission is going to this agrofuel question. No, it's an answer that is not based on sustainability. It's only based on what is the market demand. And so, what are the public policy that really are useful for us? This is the big question. And in that sense, I think the organic sector must be upfront and say, we want to have a solution to have an agriculture that is free from oil. Give us also public support for that. This is what we do. And I totally agree with you that the social aspect is the other frontier of the organic farming, because we can't accept that there is slave worker in organic farming. It is clear that we have this kind of problem all over Europe. We have to find out the solution. And those are new frontier. I mean, this is what people will demand from us. And we can't think that in this ethical part we are not in. Although, because very often consumers think that we are already there. So we need to be there.